Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. Honoré de Balzac. In the intricate dance of human emotions, attraction is a force that can be influenced in subtle, profound ways. While most think of attraction as a natural, organic occurrence, the truth is that there are psychological strategies that can steer and shape how others perceive us. Control attraction using dark psychology, and you unlock an entirely new dimension of influence. By understanding the depths of human desires, insecurities, and motivations, you can subtly guide others' emotions and thoughts in your favor. Whether you're trying to captivate someone's attention or deepen their emotional connection to you, using dark psychology to control attraction offers effective techniques that go beyond the surface. But be mindful, with great power comes great responsibility. If you want to master the art of influence without crossing ethical boundaries, keep reading to discover the 8 effective ways to do so. You'll be surprised at how much control you can truly have over the chemistry you create. Number 1. Master the boat on the stormy seas. Mastering the art of attraction requires much more than keeping someone happy all the time. True attraction lies in emotions, often unpredictable and intense. Think about the most powerful relationships or loves you've experienced. Were they calm and rational, or were they full of highs and lows, even chaos? Those emotional roller coasters create the deepest attraction. But here's the thing. If you think that praising someone and giving them expensive gifts will win their affection, you're wrong. Too much positivity can be boring. People crave excitement, adventure, and the thrill of not knowing what's next. It's a common mistake to think that constantly being nice or accommodating will keep someone interested. In reality, predictability leads to disinterest. It's the emotional ups and downs, the thrill of uncertainty, that captivates people and keeps them coming back. Have you ever wondered why certain people have an almost magnetic pull on others? It's not just about looks, money, or how well you treat them. People become addicted to unpredictability. When you make someone feel a surge of excitement followed by moments of uncertainty, they become hooked. They'll keep coming back curious, wondering what's next. That's the real secret behind psychological attraction. A scientific principle that backs this up is the concept of intermittent reinforcement, a term from behavioral psychology. This theory explains that people are more likely to become addicted to rewards when those rewards are unpredictable. Casinos use this to their advantage, but it works in relationships too. When someone doesn't know exactly when they'll experience the next emotional high, they're more likely to stick around, hoping for the next thrill. But how do you maintain this delicate balance? How do you stir emotions without causing chaos? The answer lies in understanding human psychology and practicing self-control. A key Stoic principle comes into play here. Control your own emotions so you can influence others. You become the steady hand in the emotional whirlwind. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your ability to manage your reactions allows you to create attraction intentionally. For example, imagine you're on a date. Everything is going well, and the conversation flows smoothly. But instead of maintaining the same energy, you introduce an unexpected twist, a deep question, a playful tease, or a moment of vulnerability. This unexpected turn shifts the emotional tone, making the interaction feel more dynamic. You're not manipulating. You're creating an experience that keeps the other person engaged. Now, this isn't about playing games or causing unnecessary drama. It's about understanding that humans are naturally drawn to experiences that evoke a wide range of emotions. By blending excitement with moments of calm, highs with lows, you create an emotional journey that others want to stay on. At the core, it's about fostering a connection that feels real and vibrant, where emotions can flow naturally. And yes, sometimes that means letting the other person experience moments of doubt or longing. As long as there's respect and authenticity, those moments of uncertainty make the connection stronger. So what's the takeaway here? Attraction isn't just about always being positive or agreeable. It's about mixing things up, creating an emotional experience that's both thrilling and meaningful. The key to unlocking deep connections lies in your hands. Are you ready to start? Number 2, ignore. It's easy to fall into the trap of chasing love, of giving all your energy to win someone's attention and affection. But here's the paradox. The more you chase them, the more they pull away. By constantly seeking their approval, you make yourself too accessible, and when something is too available, it often loses its value. Imagine luxury brands like Rolex or limited edition sneakers. These brands thrive on scarcity by limiting supply, making people crave what they can't easily have. Similarly, when you limit your availability, your attention becomes a scarce resource, and people are naturally drawn to what they can't easily obtain. But why does this work? Let's turn to science. According to Dr. Robert Cialdini, a leading psychologist in the field of persuasion, scarcity creates desire. When something is limited, we perceive it as more valuable and therefore more desirable. Now, how does this relate to your love life? It's about creating space, not ignoring someone out of rudeness or playing hard to get, but making your presence something to be valued. In a world where everyone is constantly available at the click of a button, being less available makes you stand out. Don't always be ready to hang out, don't respond to every text immediately, and don't always be the first to reach out. This creates curiosity and sparks intrigue. They'll start wondering why you're not chasing them like others do, and that's when they begin to pursue you. Why does scarcity work so effectively in relationships? Because as humans, we are naturally wired to value what's rare. We chase what we believe is slipping away from us. The key is to strike a balance. You don't want to seem disinterested, but you also don't want to appear desperate. Think of it like holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. Consider this. Have you ever found yourself more drawn to someone after they pulled away? Why did you suddenly become more interested? It's because they became a challenge, and challenges are inherently intriguing. As Stoics would advise, focus on controlling what you can, yourself. You can't control how someone else feels or responds, but you can control your own actions. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still, said Lao Tzu. By mastering your own emotions and reactions, you become the one in control. This approach isn't about manipulation or games. It's about valuing yourself enough to know that you don't need to overextend your attention. You're not desperate for their approval because you understand your own worth. When you truly believe in your value, others will too. So the next time you feel the urge to send that extra text or make that extra call, pause and ask yourself, is this really about them, or is it about seeking validation for yourself? When you pull back a little, you're not losing ground. You're actually giving the other person space to appreciate what they might lose if they don't take action. By making yourself less available, you not only attract more attention, but you also keep yourself in a position of power. Scarcity isn't about being cold or distant. It's about creating balance, mystery, and respect for your time and energy. Number 3, let your silence speak for you. In relationships, mastering the art of being comfortable with silence could be your game changer. Most people panic when there's a pause. They scramble to fill the quiet with idle chatter, fearing it signals something wrong. But what if you could turn silence to your advantage? What if silence could be your secret weapon to build tension and heighten attraction? By holding back and not rushing to react, you create a space of suspense, a good kind of tension that makes people curious. That's where the real power lies. The ability to stay calm in the silence reflects a deep sense of self-confidence. You're telling the world that you don't need to dominate the conversation or always be the center of attention. You're comfortable with yourself, and that confidence radiates. Silence says more than words ever could. Have you ever noticed how a short pause can keep people paying attention, waiting to see what happens next? That pause creates tension, and tension fuels attraction. The less you say, the more intrigued people become. Human nature craves what it can't fully understand. This approach keeps others guessing, wondering when they'll hear from you again, and in that waiting, they're thinking about you. Your silence becomes your tool of mystery, and mystery keeps people coming back for more. Now consider this. The more you talk, the more you reveal, and the more you reveal, the less mystery there is. In a world where everyone is constantly talking, silence can make you stand out. It makes you memorable. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Silence allows you to observe and truly grasp the dynamics of a conversation or relationship. It gives you control over the flow of interaction, making others work harder to earn your attention. Take negotiations, for instance. Silence can be a powerful tactic. By pausing and allowing the other person to fill the gap, you gain valuable information. They may reveal more than they intended or even backtrack on their demands, all because they can't handle the discomfort of silence. When you learn to embrace silence, you'll notice a shift, not only in how others perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. You'll feel more in control, more confident, and more attractive. Silence, when used wisely, becomes an influence tool, a subtle yet powerful way to create attraction and maintain the upper hand. So, are you ready to embrace the power of silence? It's time to see silence for what it truly is, not a gap that needs filling, but an opportunity to control the narrative, fuel curiosity, and let attraction do its work. Let's not forget, silence is not passive, it's deliberate. It's a choice you make, a choice to be still, to listen, to absorb. It's a message you send without saying a word. I'm confident in who I am, and I don't need to fill the air with noise. There's power in restraint, in knowing when to speak and when to let silence speak for you. The next time you're in a conversation, try it. Let the silence linger just a little longer. Watch how the energy shifts, how the person in front of you starts to reveal more, starts to crave your attention more. You'll notice their body language change, leaning in, eyes searching yours, trying to decode what you're not saying. That's the magic of silence. It makes people work for your words, and in doing so, it makes you unforgettable. Number 4, build anticipation. Building anticipation is one of the most powerful tools to increase attraction and excitement. Think about it. What happens when you're waiting for something exciting? The build-up can sometimes be just as thrilling as the experience itself. In relationships, fostering anticipation can create a sense of longing, curiosity, and deeper emotional connection. Imagine this. You've just planned a surprise date, but instead of revealing all the details, you drop small hints. Maybe it's a cryptic message or a brief mention of an exciting activity coming up. Your partner starts wondering, thinking, and looking forward to it. That sense of mystery keeps the excitement alive, long before the event even happens. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey of anticipation. This concept isn't just romantic, it's deeply rooted in psychology. Research shows that the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone, during periods of anticipation. This explains why we can get just as much joy from looking forward to an event as from the event itself. From a Stoic perspective, creating anticipation can also help manage emotions by fostering patience and gratitude. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When we focus on the build-up to something exciting, we train ourselves to find joy in the process, not just the outcome. This way, we are less prone to disappointment if things don't go exactly as planned. Here's a practical scenario. You and your partner have been discussing a weekend getaway, but instead of revealing the location, you playfully drop clues throughout the week. What's something you've always wanted to do but never had the chance to? You ask. Or you might say, I hope you like sunsets, but you'll have to wait and see why. The fun lies not just in the getaway, but in the days leading up to it. Each hint creating a sense of excitement that builds with every passing moment. To keep the momentum, you can even schedule spontaneous activities that break routine but maintain a sense of wonder. These moments don't have to be grand or extravagant. A surprise coffee date or a simple handwritten note left in their bag can do the trick. The goal is to make every moment an opportunity to look forward to the next. Attraction is more than instant gratification. It's about keeping the spark alive through creative ways of making someone anticipate what's coming next. Think of it like a well-written novel. Every chapter leaves you eager for the next. So, how can you build anticipation in your relationship today? What small hints or surprises could you weave into your routine to keep the excitement going? Could it be a note, a whispered hint, or even just a playful question? The secret lies in balance, just enough mystery to intrigue, but not so much that it feels like a game. As the famous author Antoine de Saint-Exupéry wrote, "Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction." By creating moments to look forward to together, you're not just building anticipation, but also strengthening the bond that makes the relationship thrive. Number 5, the power of saying no is amazing. Rejection can be a surprisingly powerful tool of influence if you know how to harness its strength. It seems counterintuitive, but the act of saying no can actually increase your attractiveness. When used wisely, this taps into a deep psychological mechanism known as reactance, which is our natural tendency to desire what is withheld from us. But how exactly can you wield rejection to enhance your appeal? Think about it. Why do we crave things that are hard to obtain? When we are faced with rejection or denied something, our brains light up, driving us to close the gap between what we want and what we have. According to psychological reactance theory, we crave freedom of choice, so when it's taken away, we strive even harder to reclaim it. But here's the twist. Rejection doesn't have to be cold or harsh. Subtlety is key. The art lies in a controlled push-pull dynamic, where a slight distance makes you seem more valuable. For example, imagine a scenario where you politely decline a date, not because you're uninterested, but because you're busy with personal commitments. Suddenly, you're no longer easily available, and that alone can spark deeper interest. When something seems limited in availability, desire amplifies. People are wired to want what they cannot have. By creating the perception that your time, attention, or love is a rare commodity, you position yourself as someone worth pursuing. The balance, however, is critical. Too much rejection can push someone away, while too little leaves you without leverage. Now let's dive deeper. Think about how rejection plays out in everyday situations. Say you've met someone, and things are going well. Instead of becoming overly eager or emotionally attached too soon, consider showing restraint. Maybe they text you, and instead of replying instantly, you take your time. This subtle delay in gratification makes your response more valuable. You're signaling that your attention is a privilege, not a given. However, let's not confuse this with mind games. Rejection should stem from self-respect, not manipulation. When you say no from a place of genuine self-worth, you naturally command more respect and admiration. It's about knowing your value and refusing to settle for less. In this sense, rejection becomes an extension of your personal boundaries, not a tool to control others. The next time you feel tempted to overextend yourself, pause and ask, is this serving me? Is my availability being appreciated? or is it being taken for granted? The power of rejection lies in understanding human nature and using it to your advantage. As Steve Jobs once said, innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. In the realm of attraction, the same principle applies. By strategically saying no, you create space for something deeper, more meaningful, and ultimately more rewarding to emerge. Number 6, the push-pull game and dark psychology control. Have you ever wondered why certain interactions can leave you captivated while others fall flat? Attraction isn't just about looks, it's an intricate dance of emotions, timing, and psychology. The push-pull game is a strategy where subtle changes in behavior can amplify desire, creating a magnetic pull toward you without uttering a single word. But how do you master it without going overboard? How can you use this to not only maintain interest but also control the attraction? The power of push and pull. Imagine you're getting to know someone. If you show too much interest too soon, you might come off as overly eager, diminishing the thrill of the chase. Conversely, if you seem too aloof, they may lose interest altogether. The push-pull technique walks this fine line, keeping things unpredictable and exciting. A well-timed compliment followed by a moment of silence or a playful tease after a serious conversation can keep someone intrigued. But how does this work on a psychological level? Using curiosity to fuel attraction. Curiosity is one of the most potent psychological triggers. Leaving questions unanswered or responding with a playful mystery can provoke a powerful urge in the other person to uncover more about you. Have you ever noticed how leaving a conversation on a cliffhanger keeps people hooked? This principle can be applied in relationships. Instead of revealing everything at once, provide just enough information to spark intrigue. Ask yourself, what part of my personality can I reveal later to keep this interaction fresh? A perfect example of the push-pull game is the power of silence. Imagine a conversation where you're asked a deep personal question. Instead of responding immediately, you pause, look the other person in the eye, smile, and shift the conversation slightly. That moment of suspense can trigger deep curiosity. They'll wonder, what was going through their mind? This creates an emotional tug, pulling them back toward you in anticipation of the answer. Questions to ponder. What keeps you intrigued in a relationship or interaction? How can you blend mystery into everyday conversations? Are you leaving enough room for curiosity in your connections? Dark psychology control. A warning. While understanding psychological principles can enhance attraction, it's crucial to avoid manipulative or unethical tactics. Dark psychology refers to the use of these methods in a way that exploits others' vulnerabilities for personal gain. Healthy attraction should be mutual, respectful, and balanced. Always ask yourself, am I enhancing the relationship or controlling it for selfish reasons? Ethical application of these techniques builds a stronger, more genuine connection. In mastering the push-pull dynamic, you harness emotional control and intellectual allure. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Use curiosity to your advantage, remain emotionally composed, and keep your intentions pure. In doing so, you create a magnetic attraction that naturally draws others to you, all while staying true to your values. How will you begin applying this in your relationships today? Number 7, teasing words. Engaging in light-hearted banter or friendly competition can create an exciting atmosphere, evoke positive emotions, and amplify attraction. This playful dynamic acts as a spark, igniting interest and deepening connections. However, it's crucial to maintain respect and keep the tone light to avoid crossing any boundaries. Imagine this scenario. You're at a gathering and a captivating individual catches your eye. Instead of diving straight into serious conversation, you initiate a playful jab about their favorite sports team. You might say, "So, you're a die-hard fan. Tell me, what's it like cheering for a team that rarely wins?" This light-hearted remark not only breaks the ice but also opens the door to a lively exchange that could draw you closer together. This type of interaction isn't just happenstance, it's backed by psychology. Studies show that humor and teasing can generate shared joy, reinforcing feelings of attraction. Dr. Jeffrey Hall, a communication expert, states, "Laughter can create bonds that help people connect." When you engage in this kind of playful behavior, you signal that you are confident and open to connection, qualities that are inherently attractive. Yet, the key lies in your approach. While playfulness can boost attraction, it's essential that your teasing remains gentle and enjoyable. This not only keeps the conversation lively but also establishes a foundation of trust. Think of it as walking a tightrope. Overdoing the teasing may tip the balance and cause discomfort, while being too reserved can make interactions dull. So, how can you enhance this playful strategy? Here are a few tips. Gauge reactions. Pay attention to how your target responds. If they laugh and engage back, you're on the right track. If they seem offended or withdraw, it might be time to steer the conversation in another direction. Balance playfulness with seriousness. Mix in genuine compliments or shared interests to show that you value the other person beyond just having fun. Create inside jokes. These can deepen your relationship. An inside joke not only lightens the mood, but also fosters a sense of intimacy between you two. Ask questions. Pose open-ended questions that invite playful responses. For example, if you could swap lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be? This can lead to an engaging and fun dialogue. By teasing subtly, you'll craft memorable experiences that linger long after your interaction ends. So, the next time you find yourself attracted to someone, remember, a touch of playfulness can go a long way. How can you infuse fun into your conversations while respecting boundaries? What playful strategies can you implement to forge lasting connections? Delve into these questions and you might unlock the secrets of magnetic attraction through the art of playful communication. The American way of conversing embraces spontaneity and wit, so don't shy away from expressing genuine surprise and excitement. Emphasizing this cultural dynamism can transform your interactions from mundane to memorable. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you make them feel. Infuse your dialogue with energy, and watch how your relationships blossom through the joyful dance of connection. Number 8, magical of compliments. Compliments can be a double-edged sword. When used wisely, they can elevate someone's self-esteem and significantly enhance your attractiveness to them. But what makes a compliment truly effective? The key lies in specificity. Instead of a vague, "You look nice," consider something more personalized, like, "That color really makes your eyes pop." Tailoring your compliments to an individual's unique traits can spark their interest and deepen the connection. Think of it this way: when you give a compliment that acknowledges specific qualities, you show genuine attention to detail. This not only boosts their self-esteem, but also creates a sense of intimacy. Imagine you're at a gathering and notice someone wearing a striking outfit. Instead of a generic compliment, say, "Your outfit is stunning. It really highlights your vibrant personality." Such remarks invite deeper conversations and foster a connection built on mutual appreciation. The psychological mechanism behind effective compliments. So why do specific compliments work better? They engage the Benjamin Franklin effect, a psychological phenomenon where people tend to like you more after they've done a favor for you. When you compliment someone authentically, you're effectively doing them a favor by acknowledging their worth. Consider this. How do you feel when someone notices something unique about you? It ignites a curiosity and encourages you to want to learn more about the person giving the compliment. This is the moment where attraction begins to blossom. Questions to stimulate curiosity. What compliment has made a lasting impression on you? Have you ever felt drawn to someone because of a unique compliment they gave you? How can you incorporate specific compliments into your daily interactions to create deeper connections? Crafting your compliments. When you're about to give a compliment, take a moment to observe the person and find something distinctive to highlight. This not only demonstrates that you're paying attention, but also ignites an emotional response. For example, if you notice someone's unique hairstyle, rather than saying, "I like your hair," try, "That hairstyle really suits you." It gives you a unique flair. Such compliments foster curiosity, leading to deeper conversations. The Stoic perspective. As Stoics, we understand that our perception of events shapes our reality. Compliments can be tools to create positive interactions, enhancing both our experiences and those of others. So, choose your words carefully and thoughtfully. In the end, effective compliments are not just about flattery. They are opportunities to connect, understand, and grow closer to others. So, next time you're in a social setting, consider the power of your words. Are you ready to make a lasting impression? The journey to deeper connections begins with a simple yet profound compliment. As you begin to apply these powerful strategies to control attraction using dark psychology, remember that the key lies in subtlety and self-awareness. Using dark psychology to control attraction isn't about manipulation for the sake of power. It's about understanding the psychological triggers that shape human behavior and learning to navigate them with intention and confidence. By mastering these tactics, you not only deepen connections, but also maintain a sense of mystery and allure, making people naturally drawn to you. Your ability to understand and influence the minds of others allows you to stand out in ways most people can't. If you found these insights valuable, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess for more empowering content on mastering the art of attraction. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences or any questions you may have, and be sure to click the notification bell to stay updated on even more great videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.